Pumpy. We're actually pumping today on the Bitcoin chart. After a huge wick to the upside and then to the downside, we're actually pumping again. We look like we may have made a base around this area here. However, I've added in a new trend line today on the RSI, especially on the daily RSI. So we are still bearish, even though it has jumped off of this exponential moving average. It's bounced off it, which is good. That's the first step that we needed to actually moving towards this pink line that we've got here, because we need to bounce, go higher than this pink line, retest it and go higher if we want the price to go higher, which all of us want, because we either have Bitcoin or altcoins. And it's back into this purple region here. And you, after that insane pump, which was the biggest pump we've had in a while, maybe even ever on Bitcoin, we were going to see some downside. So we could have got better prices, especially at this region at 81.3k here, after seeing 78k there. So it is a higher low, which shows us, and it's the first time we've got a higher low since around this region here. Don't get me wrong, we could still free fall, especially with being below this pink line here. The probabilities show that we're still bearish, but once we cross above it, the probabilities increase that we could see the price move further towards the upside. If that all makes sense. Right, if we look at CoinGecko and we look at what's trending, this Pi network has been pumping for quite a few days. Solana is pumping nicely after yesterday. I think I've seen it at $130. Aave is probably the biggest mover on the day. Cardano is moving a lot as well. You need to pay attention to, for example, Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, because these are going to pump very heavily, especially Cardano and Solana, because they're lower market cap coins, because they have been said to be in the strategic Bitcoin and altcoin reserve. Trump is also pumping a little bit. Hyperliquid has seen some moves to the downside, and it hasn't actually been mentioned by Trump, so you need to see what's going on there as well. So if we look at the daily crypto market update in Gem Hunters, which is one of Luke Belmar's group, I think this is valuable information for all of us. So the global crypto market cap 2.99 trillion, top movers Aave, Bitcoin Cash, HBAR, IP. Utility play saw a strong bounce today, with a few US-based protocols outperforming due to rumours of Trump announcing 0% capital gains on US-based cryptocurrencies at the White House summit on March the 7th in 2 days' time. They've got a conference on Friday. We've also seen a few meme coins outperform, which means traders are feeling more confident about the market and macroeconomic environment. Key news headlines. Regulatory updates. SEC to host crypto regulation roundtable on March the 21st. Partnership or integrations. Uniswap partners with Robinhood, MoonPay and Transac. Major developments. Twitch streamer Amaranth says she was held at gunpoint for her crypto in home invasion. Apparently she has 20 million Bitcoin. Macro events. White House summit March the 7th, FOMC March the 19th. The reason for the rally in the market was because Ukraine is now ready to sign the minerals deal and signaled they're ready to start peace talks. There's also rumours of Trump easing off the tariffs as soon as tomorrow, and a possible announcement of him announcing a 0% capital gains tax on US-based cryptocurrencies at the White House Crypto Summit March the 7th. This has caused many people to gain confidence in the market again. I'm looking to buy on any retracement to major support levels on the daily or weekly time frames. BTC 85k, Ethereum 2100, Sol 127. Sol 127 arguably is a deal I'm looking at as well. So Solana, which is the 6th best cryptocurrency coin token, is the top 10. A lot of money is going to flow into it, and it's a slightly lower market cap than the rest. Cardano's also a good one, but it's already pumped. That needs to retrace heavily. And if we look yesterday at Solana, it has retraced to about 137, 128 at one point as well. Yeah, we definitely need Solana at 127 and expect the Crypto Summit to be sell the news event unless other unexpected announcements are made. So, this Crypto Summit on Friday, we're thinking, could cause the price to go lower. If we look at Alexander Lorenzo, BTC is doing what it has done every single cycle. In 2017, before the parabolic 540% run up, BTC dropped 38% to retest its previous consolidation highs, highlighted by the orange circles. So which one is 2017? Here. In 2021, it was a short cut short due to COVID, but it showed the beginning stages of this effect. Now, in 2024, 2025, cut short due to COVID. It looks like it's about to do the exact same thing. I'm not even going to entertain BTC being dead until that 74k level is broken. This is normal. People are scaring you into selling your bags to them. And they want your Bitcoin. They want your Ethereum. Now, it's not just player versus player. It's countries and institutions versus you. And they will, majority of the time, win and cause you to sell. Because you never know when the bottom is. That's the scary thing. If we look at the bookmarks today, we actually refresh this here. My BTC thoughts need to capture and stay above 92k, or we will probably correct down to those 74k levels. Alright, and we have seen a pump. We need to go higher though. Ooh, I like this little trend and momentum pro indicator that we've got. That would have signaled a buying opportunity yesterday. That is an insane indicator, you know. Might add that to my chart. Bitcoin breaks 90k. This was very recently, so we're going to move on to yesterday's news as well. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says strategic Bitcoin reserve will be announced at Trump White House summit this Friday. Stock market needs to hold this support, otherwise we may be screwed. Yeah, hopefully. This Friday, man, the crypto summit. They are following the dates. We said 5th, 6th is a very important day for them and they will respect their programming, and now you see how they input this news. So that was the bottom. He wasn't wrong. Damn. Bitcoin never loses the MA moving average 50 day as long as Bitcoin continues trading above it. We're in a bull market. Once we lose this level, we are effed. RSI analysis shows extreme market divergence. Pengu 25.87, deeply oversold. Classic mean reversion setups forming. Technical bounce imminent on Pengu, which has actually got, I believe, a Coinbase listing. Why is it dying though? I think the market cap's too high. People were too gassed at this level here, and it has corrected from that point in time. I think 75%. Overbought on Litecoin, so PAX. RSI extremes historically precede violent reversals. Crypto market structure suggests smart money accumulating oversold assets while distributing overbought positions to retail. So if Pengu is one of the most overbought, semi-virtual with, when was this, at 9:40 AM, March the 5th. Let's look at Pudgy Penguins on Dex Screener. Is that a potential buying opportunity? It doesn't seem to be bouncing though. That's the issue with Pengu, man. It's not actually it's not bouncing at all. Let me actually get the ticker here. Where is the ticker? I'll have to copy and paste it because there's so many Pengu tokens, man. Yeah, 418 million market cap. And if we bang on the RSI here, I have already ruined the chart, so forgive me. On the 15 minute it looks like it's bottoming out. On the 4 hourly it looks like it's bottomed out. Is that the right Pengu? It does look like it's died. Yeah, it is the right Pengu as well. They're all the right one. Let me get a better chart up because I have absolutely obliterated that chart. Yeah, it looks oversold like crazy. But the thing is, when it does bounce, it does get a little bit of a bounce. And now it's died. New lows. RSI showing extremely oversold. It's over the EMA, but it's not above the green line, especially on the daily. Yeah, it looks horrific. That chart looks dead, bro. That looks terrible. I wouldn't even go near it, I'm gonna be honest. That is too risky. There's a 50% chance that we'll see rate cuts in May. Couple of months time, man. Crypto markets have seen a minus 1 trillion market cap loss since December the 18th. This officially puts crypto in a bear market, down minus 26% from its all-time high. Holy, Ethereum dropped below 2k yesterday. Odds of a recession surged yesterday to 43% as the trade war escalates. Wow, extreme fear. President Trump says that the Canada places tariffs on US, he will immediately increase US tariffs by a like amount. They want your Ethereum. Look at the Ethereum banana zone. Holy, Ethereum over Bitcoin is trash. CEO BlackRock, 2025 will be a rock year, but investors should buy if there's a big dip, which we saw yesterday.
Launched a trade war against Canada. Not when our country...
Trade war.
So today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada. Their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense. Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake.
Well, that's not good. If I saw that yesterday, I would have bricked it. Oh, thankfully, I didn't see that. What the hell? The deliberate pressure on Ether brought it to historical low against Bitcoin as shown in the chart. In addition to the fact that the decline against Bitcoin has continued for about 1200 days, it is time for a strong and sudden reversal. My God. The current boredom is blinding everyone to the amount of positivity and goodness to come. Naturally, everyone is bored now, but here my proposal is devoid of any emotion and the chart is my reference. Your adherence to your currencies that you see now falling more than 50% will bring you wealth in the coming months, and here with Lavi hand in hand. Damn. So you're going to be rich if you hold. Bad days don't matter if you're thinking about the next 10 years. Pudgy penguin, you know. The Bitcoin bull market might be deviating now. It won't stay like this for long. The catch up will be glorious. And look, you do see these dips before you see the explosive upsides. Update, whenever this ends up being accurate or not, having these keeping me sane. Highly recommend doing this whenever a new range is established. Still below my raise cash zone and far behind my buyback higher zone. Raise cash, no trade zone, nibble zone, heavy buy zone. Damn. Bullish, buyback higher. Trump's commerce secretly says Trump may roll back tariffs against Canada and Mexico potentially tomorrow, which is mad. This is the hardest pre-bull market in history to hold in because this will be the biggest bull market in history. Brett won't get listed on Coinbase. Yeah, okay, haters keep telling yourself that this is what you look like. Stop listings will come when the time is right. Everyone I know is thankful that Binance and Coinbase listings didn't happen before this market dump. Full trust in God's timing. People who sold Bitcoin in the crash are losers. Don't they know who the President of the United States is? President Trump, the right president at the right time, understands the power of Bitcoin. When he begins buying Bitcoin to help solve Americans' financial insanity, those who bought Bitcoin in the last crash will be the winners. Those who sold will be the biggest losers. I bought more Bitcoin. Did you? 11 trillion BlackRock CEO says Bitcoin could go.
Of your currency, or you're frightened of your economic or political stability of your country. You could have an internationally based instrument called Bitcoin that will overcome those local fears. And so I'm a big believer in the utilization of that as an instrument. And so if that becomes true, and you see that it could be a proper hedge against maybe hope security or equities. Yeah. The question is, could you see a 2 or 5% allocation? I was with a sovereign wealth fund during this week, and That was the conversation. Should we have a 2% allocation? Should we have a 5% allocation? If everybody adopted that conversation, but, it would be 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 per Bitcoin.
Well, does it also?
I'm not promoting it, by the way. So that is not my promotion.
No way, he's bullish. He's going to be, though. They probably hold a lot. China says they are ready to fight every war with the USA, including a trade war. Retail is getting wrecked. Look at the numbers. Liquidated. Holy moly. Fidelity just bought 10,000 ETH. Fidelity sold Bitcoin but bought ETH. Zelensky says Ukraine is ready to negotiate peace. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky. Ukraine is ready to come to negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than Ukrainians. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. That's good for us.
Table as soon
and obviously for the world.
As possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides.
Damn. My man's a proper character, eh? Whales are accumulating Bitcoin. Since 24th of Feb, whales have bought 20k BTC. Smart money knows something. Of course they do, man.
Earlier today,
the more Bitcoin shorts are placed, the higher and the bigger the short squeeze will be. That's why we're at 90k now and we're heading for 100k. The dollar is forming a top, Bitcoin is forming a bottom. Are you mentally prepared for what's going to happen next? All we want is Bitcoin to go up. ETH pumping, coming 50 million USDC just minted on ETH. There are signs. There will be signs everywhere. Omikami. Billions and billions, bro. The volatility index is now up 65% since Feb the 20th. This marks the index first move above 25 since December the 18th. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. It's probably the best strategy in this market, although it's disgusting to buy the fear. Gold prices surge over 1% as market prices increase recession risk and start of a trade war. Big money is crashing prices, shaking you out, buying back lower. It's the same playbook over and over. Green days are coming. Damn, man. Holy moly. But it seems like everything's gotten a lot better in literally one day. If we look at TradingView, Bitcoin's back, man. 90k. Right, so we're going to actually look at some videos. Some of you guys might not want to see these videos, so it's chilling. It is what it is, but I'm going to have a little look at some videos whilst we can here.
You don't want to miss anything. Don't forget to...
Because Trump's master plan is exposed. And I've also heard of a plan that he's got, which is to reduce the rates by including these tariffs.
Hit the like and subscribe button if you do enjoy.
These tariffs are designed to lower rates because it's supposed to crash the markets, causing them to pump again. There has to be a crash before a major pump. Remember that.
Today's content, but let's get right into things. So as we can see, the crypto market looks extremely disgusting today. Most of these coins are red. It's just been brutal the last couple months, with the exception of that little relief rally that happened just a couple days ago, but it didn't last very long. It lasted for 24 hours, and then we're back into a complete disaster of a market, right? But the tweet that I came across was this one right here, which could explain why things are the way that they are. So it says, why Donald Trump wants the market to crash. And by the way, this was posted in my Discord group area. So shout out to CryptoZ, who actually brought this to my attention. So it says, we have $7 trillion of debt we need to pay in the next 6 months. If we do not pay it, we'll have to refinance. The Trump admin does not want to refinance at a 4% rate. The 10-year at one point this year was 4.8%. How do you get the 10-year to come down? Markets need to show weakness in growth. Doge has to be perceived as actually working. Interest rates need to come down. The way to do that is to create massive uncertainties, aka tariffs, which can slow down growth in the short term, get the bond markets to start buying bonds ASAP because of how scared they are of touching stocks, causing yields to fall, which is what we need to refinance the debt. And then that gives the Fed the authority to lower rates, which continues to bring yields down. So although conventional wisdom says tariffs are inflationary and that the 10-year should be spiking on more tariffs, it's actually going down because it's bringing so much uncertainty to equity markets that people are selling stocks and buying bonds. Interesting. This person commented, 4D chess. Now, if you guys have been following me for even just the last week, actually, you guys have heard me say how the elites have been playing chess. Meanwhile, everyone else is playing checkers. You see, this seems to be short-term pain, but long-term gain, right? But who's actually feeling the short-term pain? The people that's feeling the short-term pain is the average retail investor, the people that don't have inside information. Because if you take a look here, right? And pretty much all of you already know about this by now. The person who took out a 50x leverage, they went long with 200 million using 58 leverage the day before, or I should say less than a day, maybe like 12 hours or so before Trump announced that strategic reserve with Cardano, with XRP, with Solana. So the timing of their trade was completely perfect, absolutely perfect. They took out that trade on Bitcoin and Ethereum. They made $6.8 million in a matter of pretty much minutes, basically. At least that's the way that it feels like, right? And then what ended up happening was they turned around and they started to short the market. And then we got the news that the tariffs is going to continue. The tariffs is going to happen the following day. Inside trading, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide that one. But at this point, it's pretty obvious. No one can time the market that well. Using a 50x leverage, that's just absolutely incredible. And again, this is why I say they are playing chess, meanwhile everyone else is playing checkers. See, it doesn't matter which direction the market goes because they're making money regardless. So short-term pain goes to retail investors. Meanwhile, short-term gains goes towards all the people that's manipulating the market. When you take a look at the fear and greed index sitting at 15, extreme fear, who do you think is really afraid of the crypto space right now? Who do you think fears the most? Obviously, retail investors. They see their portfolios going down day after day after day after day, and they're extremely fearful. And this is why Jim Cramer actually has a question, which I'm going to show you guys in just a second. But I believe you need to actually ask yourself this question, because this question can actually be the difference between you getting completely wiped out or you leaving the markets completely and you remaining invested in the market, right? So make sure you guys stay around for that question in just a second. But if we take a look at the fear, or not the fear and greed index, we take a look at Bitcoin's dominance, we are still over 60%, right? So the dominance doesn't seem to be coming down anytime soon. And honestly, things could get a lot worse before they get better. But for anyone that's been just investing over a long period of time, whether it be stock market or crypto market or any sort of market, then you know that this just comes with the territory. Unfortunately, there's always going to be pain along the way. Nothing goes up forever. You can't expect your portfolio to be green every single day. the crypto market rallied since like September. So September, October, November, December. It rallied for basically 4 months, and it's been coming down for the last couple months. So this is just a break, in my opinion. Nothing is financial advice. I can always be wrong at the end of the day. So it comes down to you guys doing your own research. But the question that Jim Cramer asked is this one right here. Actually, before I pull up that question, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure to check out my link to BTCC, 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000, no VPN, no KYC. The link will be down below in my description. Now let's go over what Jim Cramer actually said. So first he said this. First he says, I reiterate what I have been saying about NVIDIA, which is a stock, but it still applies to this crypto space. You'll understand in just a second. But I reiterate what I've been saying about NVIDIA to club members. There are too many people who do not know what it is or what it does. They will panic at lower levels. That's just what happens. And I completely agree with that. Now, the question here that he asks is, do we just keep selling because everyone is selling? That is a very important question that I believe all investors need to ask themselves. You see, I want you guys to ask yourself this. Why are you selling right now? Now, to some people, it seems a bit obvious. You're like, okay, well, we're selling because the tariffs, things are only going to get worse. Now, if that is the reason why you're selling, then that's okay. You've done your research, you've paid attention, and you came to that conclusion. But I can almost guarantee you that most investors are not selling because of the tariffs. Most investors are selling because other people are selling. They don't know why they invested in this coin or that coin or that coin. They just invested in those coins because the price was going up. Other people was talking about it. Other people was buying. So that's why they decide to buy those coins as well. And that is the worst approach that you can possibly do in the crypto space, especially in the crypto space. You don't buy because other people are buying. You buy because you've done your research and you actually believe in what you hold. That is the difference between someone making millions and someone making no money whatsoever. Because once the price starts coming down, you're going to panic sell. It just happens. And you guys have heard me say this many times. Someone will buy at the all-time high on a coin that they did absolutely no research on and say, hey, if it comes down, I'm going to buy the dip because I'm a long-term investor. Then the coin starts to come down. They're no longer a long-term investor. They sell, and they sell because they didn't know what they were holding to begin with. So make sure you guys do your own research. Make sure you know what you hold, because if you don't know what you hold, you're not going to take advantage of these dips, these opportunities. Now, during these dip times, during these uncertain times, you have to be very strategic on how you approach these dip buying. You can't be buying every single dip. A coin falls 20% and you're like, oh, that's a dip buy. No, that's not a dip buy. You have to be very careful and very selective on how you approach these things moving forward. Right? That's the only way that you're going to keep some money in your pocket and you're going to be able to take advantage of these dips, because just like nothing rallies forever, nothing crashes forever. Eventually, there's going to be an epic bounce back. You see, some people FOMO'd into the space, or some people FOMO'd and bought probably a ton of crypto just a couple days ago after the market was rallying, right? Some people entered or re-entered into the market, probably bought things at all-time highs at that point because they thought the market was just going to continue to rally, because everyone was running around saying, hey, this is the beginning of the bull run. It's never going to come back down, and they fell for it. Some people don't learn their lessons. It's very unfortunate, but it's just the way that it is and the way that it's always going to be. But to wrap things up, don't sell because other people are selling. Sell because you believe it's the right thing to do. Only you. Right? Don't listen to other people. Other people will always typically steer you in the wrong direction, including me, maybe. I don't know. So again, make sure you guys do your own research, because this isn't financial advice. But that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.
What a video, man. Gotta give credit for that one. That was a very good video. Holy, good tips and everything from the boy. Right, let's have a little look at this.
Wherever you find it, Amazon's got it. Shop now to find thousands of great daily deals on Amazon.
Nobody speak.
Ads on
So Bitcoin
YouTube,
just
bruh.
tapped $90,000 again, giving this probably the most volatile cryptocurrency space we have been in ever. Plus, there's someone who knows something is about to happen, because there's been a massive position that has started, and you guys need to be aware of this. So let's talk about what we know. Let's speculate on what that information could entail for us. And let's remember that nothing in this video is financial advice, because I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a guy sitting in his room. And guys, what an exciting and crazy and rough time. In this morning's video, we did say that this is the most intense market that I've ever been in. So congratulations, guys, because you're still here. You've made it through the most volatile moves that I have literally ever seen. As we speak, Bitcoin has literally got its middle finger up at us right now. Let me know if you made it down there in the chat by just saying, I made it. All right, guys, let's do that. And please, if you can do me a favor, hit the like button and let's talk about what is going on. So first of all, on a technical level, Bitcoin is putting in higher lows on the daily chart, right? And right now we are trying to break into what used to be the support for basically what everyone expected the bull market to be. Now, I've told you here on this channel, I expect this to be the support of the bull market, but this was sort of an emotional level that once dropped, as you know, we were expecting, once we dropped and closed candles below it, then we're expecting this push to the downside between basically the CME gap where it tapped and all the way as low as 73. So I'm not saying I predicted it and I knew exactly what was going to happen and I wasn't scared or at all. Obviously, I have emotions. I'm a human being. But because I believe that the market is still in a bull market and simply a pullback, as you know, I placed bets on that, right? We said it was like 50-50 bet. Well, I think it's going to go back up. So I made bets, and right now Ethereum is the only thing that is holding this portfolio back. Bitcoin now in about $15,000 of profit. Very happy to say that yesterday, I was annoyed the day before yesterday that I didn't have any Cardano in this account. Now we've got Cardano in this account. We got 20,000 Cardano, and we got basically everything that I have been eyeing in this market that I want going into the final leg of the bull market. We got Cardano, Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, Ethereum, Sui, following my low leverage strategy. I do have a little bit higher leverage on the Bitcoin play because I wanted a bigger size in that position. So far, so good. And remember, guys, I took profits this morning already because we are entering a little bit of a short-term bullish phase in the market. And we do have, guess what? This, all right? So this seems to be what's pushing Bitcoin's price up, okay? US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says strategic Bitcoin reserve will be announced at the Trump White House summit. Other tokens will be treated positively, but differently. Now, this is something that I actually said on my Instagram and TikTok recently, and I believe that the strategic reserve should only be Bitcoin. Now, this made people very angry. This made XRP people very angry. Guys, there's a place for all the other altcoins. I like Bitcoin. It's 50% of my portfolio, and I think that it's perfect for something like a strategic reserve as it's a store of value. Now, this seems to be why the market is liking this because, guys, you got to think about it. Yes, you might be very bullish on XRP or very bullish on Cardano or very bullish on Solana or whatever it is, but they haven't been proven over time in the same way Bitcoin has. So I think it's better to have it because in the strategic reserve as mainly Bitcoin, because the volatility would be absolutely obscene if we go into another bear market. Also, we have centralized entities that can control the assets, right? So Cardano is controlled essentially by Charles Hoskinson. XRP is controlled by Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple, and so on and so forth. So as you know here on this channel, I speculate on altcoins to generate more Bitcoin. That's basically it. And then, of course, my outside investments, the S&P 500, property, right? That's what I'm doing here. I want these for the long term. Bitcoin, stocks, property. Those are my long investments, right? Everything else is speculation to get more of those things, right? So I think this is very positive, and it looks like the market is liking that. Bitcoin is going up, but so are the altcoins. Cardano leading the way at 22%. We have Solana there. We even have Pi up 14%. We have basically a nice rebound. And what a wild market. Literally, we have mad down, mad up, mad down, mad up. It's like, this is absolutely obscene. And if you've made it this far, guys, again, guys, congratulations. Congratulations. Let me know in the comment section. I made it. Let me know, all right, guys, because I want to hear from you. I want to hear the stories because, as you've noticed, I hope that I read all the comments, right? So please do let me know down there. Now, what else is going on? Because a whale just bought 17,000 Ethereum. This is worth $36 million. Do you remember just before we got this pump right here, a whale put a long on 50x for Bitcoin and Ethereum just before we got the news? Now, that was very, very timed perfectly. And now we have another massive position of Ethereum being bought right now. Is something big about to happen? Now, this is pure speculation, right? I wouldn't be putting bets on solely expecting the market to explode just because there's some sort of speculation happening about Friday, right? As we've said, buy the rumor, sell the news event, all right? We don't know what's going to happen next. So what we do is we buy in euphoria and we take profits we buy in fear and we take profits when the market moves upwards. Look at this. We have extreme fear. I said to you guys, I made a whole video about how every time, if you just buy in extreme fear, even in the short term, you can make profits. And guys, the proof is in the pudding again, right here. If you have patience in this market, you just need to wait for the opportune moment when everyone is scared. You need to decide, do I think we're still in a bull market? Okay, so we're in a bull market, everyone's scared, perfect buying opportunity. Now, just a day later, we have another opportunity. Yes, we're not as high as we were before here. This is where we went, and now we're about here. This is on XRP, but basically all the charts look the same. But on the pullback, what did we do? We added again. We built up our position. So if we're right and the market moves up, we then get the fruits of our labor. All right, guys. So again, as the market gets euphoric, as we move into euphoria because of the news that might happen tomorrow, that's going to push the price up. And then basically what that means is the market prices in the best case scenario. So that way, no matter what really gets announced, unless it's really mind-blowing and no one expects it, it might actually have a pullback directly after, all right? So if you're short-term swing trading or short-term trading, you want to get those profits when you see them, right? So you just take a little bit of profits out unemotionally. Don't worry about it. Who cares? Because if we get a pullback like we've had every other time, you got more dry powder to add. So as you see, I just took more money out of the Bitcoin long. And if we hopefully finally get Sui making some moves, we can take some money from that and Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and so on, the same. So if you want to do something similar, guys, there is a link to BitUnex down there in the description. $5,500 worth of newbie beta agreement, so you understand what you're getting involved in. And guys, let me know in the comment section if you made it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.